want to talk to you about now is how you can be able to get more even medication without developing as much tolerance. What happens is you start taking narcotic medications, and then your body gets used to being on the medication. And even if the actual amount of pain is the same, you tend to find that you need more and more and more. If we let that happen, eventually you would get to what we call lethal dose.
Right.
And I don't want to be responsible for you kicking the bucket.
Right.
And you've got a family to support. So how can we basically work on that? One of the things that we can do is build up in the body something called endorphin. Have you ever heard of endorphins before? Endorphin is a chemical that's produced in the body basically by doing exercise. In the past, people have called it runner's high. Did you play football or any kind of soccer? Okay. Right after the game is over, did you hurt?
No.
No. When did you hurt?
The next day.
The next day. Why? Why did it take a day for you to develop pain?
That's true.
And the reason is because at the end of that hour or two of football, your body had built up and pumped up enough endorphin, the body's own natural painkiller, stronger than morphine.
Right.
All right? But the body doesn't get used to that.
Okay.
All right? So, if we can produce natural endorphin, then if we put oxycodone or any other painkiller in there, the body's not going to all of a sudden shut the pain threshold down because there's natural endorphin in there. And then we won't go to lethal doses. Okay? So we're going to do a program that's going to help produce natural endorphin. And the program is free or very little money. Does that help?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Free wood.
Free wood. Well, that depends on whether you have access to a swimming pool.
Not at the moment I don't.
Okay.
I will
Are you
soon.
near a Y or an LA Fitness?
As of right now, I'm waiting on a large check, and then I'll be back to my swimming pool.
YMCA or whatever.
Right.
Okay? This is what I want you to do. I want you to find a pool. Friend's pool doesn't make any difference because I don't need depth.
Right.
All right? If it's 12 foot in diameter, that's all you really need. Okay? Chest deep water. Okay? I want you to get into the water, and I want you to begin to walk. Power walk in the pool in chest deep water. You can do what we call the vertical breaststroke. All right? Why in the water? Because pushing against the resistance of the water will produce in your body about 3 times the amount of energy. You'll be burning about 3 times the amount of calories in the water than you would than if you were jogging on the street. So in 1 hour of in the water pushing, constant motion, all right, chest deep water, you'll burn off 3 times the amount of calories as you would if you were running on the street. The big advantage is that you're not pounding your spine because the buoyancy of the water is holding you up. You're moving your legs, you're moving your arms with no effect of gravity. You're doing no damage, nothing negative to the spine and the other muscles. In your knees, okay? All you're doing is burning calories, building muscle and supporting tissue. By building the muscles and supporting tissues of the paraspinal muscles and your legs, any damage that you have to knee cartilages or anything like that is zero, minimal. All you're getting is all the positive effect of building muscles and ligaments. You're getting positive effects of supporting the spine, both in the neck and the back, because there's zero pounding. It's all isometric, isokinetic muscle energy.
Makes sense.
One of the greatest things, though, and the best advantages is that at the end of that 1 hour of constant motion, you've produced enough endorphin, the body's own natural morphine, to help relieve pain. And that's why at the end of a football game, you didn't hurt till the next day. And if you do this program that I'm talking about 5 days a week minimum, you're going to be producing enough endorphin that you may need less of the, or a lower strength of the oxycodone. And you're not going to be going more strength, and I need more and more, because you're going to be reducing the amount of tolerance that you need, because you're using the body's own painkiller to supplement. So you'll be spending a little less money, okay? Feeling better, because you're building up supporting structure,
Right.
and burning 3 times the amount of calories. You're going to be losing weight.
Yes.
If you lose weight, that also will be putting less stress and strain on the back and the spine.
Yeah.
Are there any negatives? No. Is it all positive? Yes. You lose weight, you build up support, you have less pain. It's all plus. How do I know this works? Because I have myself 3 herniated discs and a whole bunch of bulging discs. I'm actually over an inch shorter than I used to be because of the disc becoming smaller. Okay? I'm no longer, after this program, on any pain medication. I've developed, I lost 50 pounds in weight myself. A little guy like I am, 50 pounds is a lot of weight. Okay? I'm wearing clothes that I wore 20 years ago. All right? Before I got my back injury.
How long did it take you to get off the pain medication?
8 months.
That's it?
That's it. And I'm doing the program for 2 years now. I'm on maintenance, so I only go in the water, I'll admit it, about 3 times a week. All right? But I'm still able to maintain. And if I found myself hurting more, guess what I do? I spend more time in the water. If I need pain medicine, it's there. But I'm not I'm not on that up, always needing more and more pain medicine, and then having
I haven't
to
gotten
add
to
in.
the point where I had to go up at all. I don't know why, but it seems to stay the same. Don't need to, plus I don't like to keep taking.
I understand.
You know?
And because you're willing to take more pain, okay, you don't need it at this point.
Right.
We don't want you to go up,
Right.
okay? I don't want you to
Why
have to
go
take
up?
more.
No.
And that's why I talked about taking a whole pill, half pill, whole
Right,
pill,
right.
to reduce that up and down cycle and get on a more even painkiller level with basically the same amount of pain medicine. Okay? But adding in endorphin,
Will help,
natural
yeah.
pain medicine, will mean that you may have to take less of the breakthrough medicine.
Oh, I'd love to be out this shit, you know, so it'd be great.
And if that happens, wonderful. All right? You may always need
Something. Right.
something, but if you can live with a 2 to 5 pain level, which is functional level, that's fine. And that's why, because you're willing to live with that little bit of pain rather than say, I don't want any pain. That's why you haven't had to go up.
Right.
Okay?
Thank you.
How many days a week?
5.
Minimum. How many hours a
Hey,
day?
it's gonna be tough.
How many?
though,
It's
you
going to
know,
be
I mean,
tough. I
it's
know.
like
How
that
many
business,
hours a
so-
day to build that endorphin?
Huh? 1 hour.
At least 1 hour. Does an hour and 15 minutes hurt? Can you overdose on endorphin?
I doubt it.
No.
Okay.
If you go less than an hour, you won't produce the endorphin that you
Okay.
need. So that's why I say a minimum of 1 hour of water exercise. Suppose you get tired after you start pumping, and especially in the beginning. Can you stop?
Yes.
No. You
What?
just slow down in the water.
Oh, okay.
As you're walking, it's not like you're swimming and you're going to get to the end of the pool and have to stop and catch your breath.
Right.
You're pumping, especially in the beginning. All you do is you slow down, but don't stop moving. As long as your body is moving, you'll pump endorphin. If you're pushing against the water, you burn more calories. Eventually, within a month, you'll be moving. That 1 hour will be like nothing. Any other questions?
Is it alright to lift?
Lift what? Lift your body or lift
no,
weights?
No, to lift, well, like I put up fence. And I've been having to lift, you know,
If you have to,
bundles of pickets at least 200-300 yards. you
Okay.
know.
if you have to, try to get somebody to help you.
Yeah, well, I
You don't want
tried,
to
but,
strain,
you know,
okay?
but,
You don't want to strain,
They never show up the next day.
all right? But what you want to do is, you know, we want to minimize the amount of heavy lifting that you
Right.
have to do.
Okay.
Okay? We want to minimize the amount of excess strain out of the water.
Okay.
In the water, yes, it's okay. Out of the water,
Yeah.
you have to do what you have to do
Yeah, to make a
for your
living,
family and to make a living to survive. But if you can get a helper, if you can minimize anything like that, then you do it. Okay? Any questions?
No, that'll do.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
You're
Pleasure.
welcome.